terrorists. We're not no gangsters. We revolutionaries, and that's how we.
Man,
I'm feeling good. Hey, bro, I was saying I was up before you. hey, you see what God did? Put that nigga on mute. Yeah.
Hey, man, where we at with it today, huh?
Hey, man, we gotta hit him this morning, Jack. We gotta hit him. Hey, I'm gonna play the video. So basically, bro, this what happened, man. A rap group out of New Mexico shot a video. You know how the youngsters do it, Cap, man. They flash the guns, the money, the cars, and whatnot. But I bet you they wasn't expecting the feds to watch their video and get these niggas RICO charges.
New wave.
Bro, off a music video, Cap.
New wave. They think it's a game. New wave.
Hey, so Nino Cappucino out there, we're gonna drop this video. Cap never seen the video, so I'm gonna let him watch it, and we gonna take in his commentary, man, because you know he gonna give it to us. Hey,
FBI bus turns up a trove of guns, drugs, and vehicles, along with stacks of cash.
Turns out a music video helped the feds figure out what to look for when they raided 2 Albuquerque homes. Guns, cars, expensive jewelry, and cash are among the images front and center in this video titled Heartless, apparently shot in a Mesa del Sol parking lot. Now, many of these items are at the center of a federal gang investigation after they popped up during an FBI raid last Thursday. This distinctive Polaris slingshot, for instance, matches one of the vehicles the feds seized when they searched a home near Rio Bravo and Isleta. Inside that home, they also found $12,000 in cash, drugs, guns, and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, including this necklace with a pendant in the shape of New Mexico. It matches the one the vocalist is wearing in the video that can also be seen on top of the stacks of $100 bills, along with a gold-colored counting machine, which also turned up during the search. That's not all the feds and local law enforcement found at the home. That's where they arrested Jerry Bezzi, who's believed to be one of the men in that music video. The feds learned about the video from MDC's gang unit, which is part of the FBI's Violent Gangs Task Force. The FBI says this video even helped them figure out what to look for when they drafted their search warrants for the homes of Bezzi and Julian Leyba. The feds found Leyba at the other home they raided that same day near Wyoming and Copper, finding a stolen AR-style rifle, other guns, and bulletproof vests. It's not clear whether any of the guns are the ones used in the music video, but a number of the production's other props are now in the custody of the FBI, and the 2 men, both convicted felons, behind bars. Leyba is facing federal charges, including for being a felon with a gun. Bezzi is charged at the state level for drug trafficking and also being a felon with a gun.
Here we go, youngsters. Great topic, great subject. This is dedicated to all the youngsters out there, all the wannabe upcoming rappers, everybody who think rapping is the only way out.
The countdown to savings is over. Wayfair's 5 days of deals are.
Hey, man, listen, man. First and foremost, let's go to show you how far hip-hop has came and how far hip-hop has merged and became a major global influence. Man, look at this shit here. Now, you got Mexicans. You got Mexicans actually rapping, you know, and mimicking that black scenery and, you know, that blackness as far as the style and all these things. Come on, don't get on here and get to crying and whining, talking no Mexican and black and all this shit, no comparison. I'm gonna give you facts, and it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So let's be honest here. Let's be real. When it comes down to the black culture, we have taught the world in a lot of ways. We have taught the installment of the way to dress, how to smell, how to look, That shit comes straight from our culture, bro. That's why I keep saying all the time, I say, we've been straight bamboozled. We've been culture jacked. Nigga took our whole identification from us, from head to toe. Come here, let me get that shit. Took a whole black identification from them. Took a whole black woman's identification and just took it from us. And they ran with it. Other cultures. And they start doing what we do or what we've been doing for years and decades of our lives. Now it's been passed on to other cultures. And that's because of hip hop. Hip hop opened them doors and opened them avenues to the point to where now this newer fucking Eminem generation, our kids has become acceptance to anything to where they open the doors for other cultures to elapse and come in, while the N-word is like diarrhea to these cultures. This is why they utilize the word N-word. So now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at baby cartels. I'm looking at little cartel sons becoming rappers. That's why I say ain't no fucking streets no more, bro. There is not no streets. You'll have to be blind to think there's streets, bro. Yeah, there's streets overall as far as still in existence, but I'm talking about the overall popularity of the streets being in control and the streets being able to dynamically shut shit down the way it used to be when it comes to this hip hop. It's a separation. There is no separation no more, man. The streets are trying to be hip hop. Hip hop used to mimic the streets. Hip hop used to mimic all the gangsters, all the thugs, all the niggas out of the streets who was once somebody. The rappers mimic that shit, even right now, still today. But the hip hop has became so potent and so powerful with their demonic messages that it has overruled all the political rulings of the streets, bro. Because if it hasn't, these kids, as well as black kids, white kids, green kids, it don't matter. You wouldn't have your dumb jackass on this TV screen with real artillery, real bullets, real guns, and bulletproof vests, you dumb jackasses. It's called props. What happened to utilizing props? Because that's what they're there for. Fake money, fake guns, whatever your video, your vision want to be, you're entitled to do that, but it has to be fake, not real. It has to be studio props, man. That's why you heard them say they seized the production props as well, because they're gonna separate and know the differential. They're gonna separate and know, okay, this was real when it was used, and these was props. So when those charges come down, they'll be able to separate the charges and say, oh no, Your Honor, in this video, because the attorney gonna use this as their defense and say, no, those were prop guns. Like hell they wasn't. That's a prop gun. This is a real gun, Your Honor. So that's why they did it the way they did it. And on top of that up, these kids got to be stupid, bro, again, to not understand that whenever we come on this fucking internet, we all being watched. We all are being watched, including us bloggers, us YouTubers, niggas just come on here randomly and speak out of random. Everybody is being watched, bro. That's why you got to watch what you say, how you say it. Don't incriminate yourself behind known cases or current cases or some shit you know you just did recently a few years ago, and your dumb ass come on the internet and you incriminate yourself, and then you in handcuffs, and the first thing you want to do, you want to point the finger to them, oh, that nigga snitched on me. They snitched on you. No, you snitched on your goddamn self, nigga. On this internet. Social media. So that's all they did. They gave themselves a case. You can't cry, don't whine, don't say shit. You took your little baby cartel ass on the internet and made a video with real guns and artillery. And you in Albuquerque, New Mexico? I mean, here go your border. This is Albuquerque. I can walk right across the street. I'm in the border of Mexico. Literally. So you already know how that's gonna pan out. You think the feds ain't watching you young kids, you young niggas down there, man, you young Mexicans, and you young blacks down there in Albuquerque, New Mexico, especially the little Mexicans. These are baby cartels. Assure you, these are kids that are coming out of their cartel life. And the reason why I say that, it takes me back to the teacher again. Jane Doe, the teacher that I just got to explain to you guys about over the weekend, talking about Brightway Middle School down there in Sugar Land, Texas, right? This is what she told me as well, man, that I meant to say in my topic. She said, Cap, she said, you know what's crazy? Is when I asked my little Spanish kids in class, What do you want to be, or where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Or where do you see yourself a couple years from now? She said, you know what all the kids' response be? I said, what? El Chapo. I said, huh? El Chapo. I said, whoa, whoa. So that right there grew my awareness and my attention that she literally down there teaching cartel babies, man. She teaching kids that are literally from cartel families, literally, for real, for real. They bloodlines extend as far as the cartel families, man. That's how deep this shit then got. That's how deep this shit is. Why else would a kid holler about El Chapo? And you masking at that? Because they know their origins. They know they shit. They've been watching. They've been listening. They've been following. And they in that family, man. Why else would you say El Chapo? Why not some famous soccer player or some famous player in sports? You say El Chapo. So that drew my awareness right there, huh?
Yeah, and let me tap in a little bit with that too, bro. Also, it makes me wonder why, if you know you doing something illegal, and I'm seeing more and more of this. Why? I want to know, why are the drug dealers want to be rappers? But it goes back into what you already said, that the streets are gone. The streets has disappeared. But the drug dealers and the criminals, they want to be rappers now, and a lot of them, that's how they catching their cases. We seen it from BMF. We see it with this situation right here. We seen it time. It's multiple situations where the criminal enterprises, the leaders, they want the fame of the rappers. And why is that? Why is that, Cap?
Because it goes back to the John Gotti syndrome. When John Gotti did some great things in the structure of revamping the organization as far as the five families, but he fucked up the five families, bro, because he took away the origins of the old men's, all the old men's, all the way to the godfathers of what they had already structured. These were seeds that was planted before you was even thinking about being a baby. For you, your parents even thought about taking his nutsack and making you. These seeds were already planted. And it worked for us as a culture. It made us successful. It made us rich in the criminal enterprise world, which is not likely to happen. You can't succeed in a criminal enterprise world, bro, and live a normal, thorough life for the rest of your life. It's not unlikely to happen unless you have a certain type of structured plan that works accordingly, and it allows you to do that. And from the mafia perspective and the mob, back in those days in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, that organization had a well-fledged structured organization to where they couldn't be touched. That's why it took Fat Boy J. Edgar Hoover, little funny ass, to build the FBI, to study them, to infiltrate them in order to take them down, bro. That was the first criminal enterprise in history that was taken down first, was the mob, the mafia. Because once they broke them and was able to infiltrate and get into their facilities and get into their organization, their structure, then it gave them the mentality to better do that to any organization or any criminal enterprise that was to come about in the future. And this is what we see today. So when that happened, again, John Gotti went against the grain. He decided to establish his own vision. He decided to establish his own new rulings in his own vision. So he went against the grain. And when he went against the grain, he became popular to the public, which is something that the mafia never, ever, 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 ever prevailed. Do not allow the public to know who you are. We don't want to be known. We want to be in the shadows. Because as long as you're in the shadows, you can continue to do what you're doing because you're not bringing heat on yourself and you ain't bringing them people down on you. And they not paying attention to you or watching you. So he took away from all that when he became the face. Not his soldiers, him, the godfather himself, the man himself, he became the face. So every individual from most major organizations today who have got indicted, got caught up in these federal indictments, and they booked them, why do you think they took down the leaders as well? Because the leaders weren't as smart as they thought they was. Them niggas prevailed themselves.
The leaders they want to be the face.
Yeah, they want to be the face. Feel me? Like
damn.
Big Meech is the face of BMF, right? Now watch this. I got an opportunity. Them cats got at me, you know, in the 2000s when that shit hit. You know, they got at me. You know, I was one of the LA dudes. You know what I mean? They had to sit down and you know they got at me, holler at me and shit. And I conducted some business with a couple of cats from out of D-Town, out of Detroit, and a couple of cats out of Louisiana that I had did business with. But however, as far as me ended up clicking and becoming a part of that, I couldn't, I myself be, like I say, I come from a constitution. If it ain't the Nixon Gardens, and then I ain't coming from where I come from, I'm not finna jump into another structure. I'm not finna jump into nobody else's other constitutional structure, bro, and be a part of something when I know this is where I come from. If anything, I'm a merge or I collaborate and we can subsidiary, but I'm not gonna jump in a structure and then follow lead with this and okay, I'm BMF. You feel what I'm saying? No, if anything, I would have collaborated in some form where I could have merged the Nixon and BMF at some point, or Barney Hunter in that aspect, but I just chose not to deal with it at all, period, because of I knew from being in the streets already long before the BMF came, being in the drug dealing game before they even came and merged, like along with a lot of other cats, I was sharp enough and smart enough and knew my visions and knew that, nah, that shit gonna get caught up. It's too big, it's too broad, it's too many motherfuckers involved. You can't have city to city niggas involved in a structure like that, and you don't even know who you involved in. You don't even know these niggas. You got certain lieutenants that may fly in and they know one dude from that city, and then he put on 20 other niggas. See, that's too many cats that ain't been screened, bro. They ain't been orientated. They ain't been screened by the head individuals to know, okay, whether they thorough or not. So you're gonna have some shit that's gonna happen to where niggas gonna fold. Why else wouldn't they fold? I don't know them dudes. I ain't gonna give my life up for no Big Meech and John Doe and Green Blow, and they from Detroit and they from Chicago, and I live down here in Shreveport. Fuck it, I'm gonna give them all up. And that's what niggas was doing in different states. Because they figure, I don't really know these dudes. I just know of them through the connection and the resources of buying drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me up?
Hell yeah, nigga. You breaking it down, nigga. Keep going, nigga. You breaking it all the way down.
Yeah, so you know, on that note, man, it's like, of course, if you sit here and you think from history, see, this is the thing I don't understand about our youngest today, man, our youth today, man, is how are you not learning? How the hell are you literally not learning off this internet, nothing else? How are you not learning and say, okay, let me, oh shit, oh no, let me not swerve that way. Let me swerve like this, because all them niggas over there going to jail. All them going to jail. And the crazy part about it, it's just like the little thugs and all them little youngsters got indicted. And them niggas ain't what the public really think they is. Like everybody's, oh, them niggas is killers. They this. See, that's this new shit, man. They buy into all that shit, bro. Listen, I guarantee that young nigga in there crying. He whining his ass off, Young Thug in there whining his ass off, wishing he can do something differently, or he could have did it differently, or not fuck with all these certain niggas. I could just did my music, man, and been on top. I guarantee you that's running through his mind. Him and a whole lot of the rest of them that had to go lay down for 5 years, 10 years, and now you out the game. Everything gonna change by the time you come home. You feel me? So it's like, how can you not learn from that shit? How can you not learn from others' mistakes that, hey, homie, I ain't getting down like that. I'm not finna get on this internet fronting with my pistols, fronting with no bulletproof vests, money, none of that shit. If it's not props and you're not doing it from a cinematic standpoint, why do it? That's my question. Why do it? Why fuck around? So here it is. We got these little Spanish, Mexican baby cartels down here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, making rap videos and mimicking what they've seen in the past, because they didn't come up with that shit. That ain't their damn vision. You know, man, I talked to so many Mexican, OG Mexicans that I know, man, from the Spanish and Mexican culture that I talk to. And you know what a lot of the OGs say to me when we had that N-word conversation?
What's
They
that?
can't stand it. They hate it, especially original. I'm talking about OGs, Serenos and OG, you know, MMs. And I know real hitters from them sides, bro, because we didn't went to wars with these dudes in the prison systems. We didn't fought them on the streets. So I know real hitters, homie. Real smashers, the straight up Southsiders. And when I talk to these cats, man, that I know, man, and we got mutual respects, you know, a lot of them tell me, man, you know, it ain't cool, B. We don't like it, homie. Feel me? But you know, the way the world has changed, the rules changed, you know, we can't really put our foot down on our youngest as well and flip it back around because it's so wide open. You know what I mean? And in order for us to do that, we had to really smash on our own kind like we used to when we put the rules down.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, even OG Southsiders and OG Mexicans and they parents don't like that they kids run around here using the N-word. They kids run around here sagging, looking like a black Crip. You sagging now all of a sudden. Mexicans didn't sag. They wore their shit up to here. They was cholos. The motherfuckers didn't sag, none of that, bro. That's why I say hip-hop has taken the game and mimicked it to the point where, you know, other coaches have ran with it and they're comfortable with it. So for us, it's like our contribution to it is we continue to give in to all the shit that's necessary. There's no change when it comes to us. There's no type of foundation now when it comes to us as far as unity, bro. It's like we, and I keep saying us and we, not as us as OGs and us as the elder people, us as the people who's seasoned, who's veterans and who knows already. We're talking about us. That's my timer just rung on me, TV, man. That was my timer just rung on. My timer just went off, TV, man. So yeah, I'm about to close this topic in a minute, man. And we gonna jump into something else real quick. So don't go nowhere. Hang on. But anywho, man, yeah, man. To all the youngers out there, man. To all the young homies out there, man. Even some of my own little homies, man, in the hood down there in the Watts Nixon Garden, the projects, man. The mighty W, man. Hey, little homies, y'all stay safe. Be sharp, man. Be more wiser. Don't do these videos with real money, real guns, bulletproof vests, and stop. If you're in these streets and you in your hoods, stop allowing these niggas to come down in these hoods and do blog videos and give up all the goods. If you're going to do blog videos, you only extend and show certain things that's monumental or history in your neighborhood. Stop taking these goddamn bloggers and these niggas all the way through the cuts, showing a nigga your alleys and this how you come through here, through this little hole in the fence. Because you know what, dum-dums? You publicly giving up the information to everybody. The enemies, the police, the feds, everybody who's watching, you just prevailed all your information in your neighborhood. This is why I don't do blogs, homie. This is why you ain't never seen me walk through my projects and did a live blog. I could have been done blogs in the Nixon Garden. Could have been took niggas on the tours in the Nixon Garden, but not me.
Cap, let me ask you a question, man. Because you can give me real insider answer on that. Now, the rumors on the streets is one of the last bounty hunter and federal indictment that dropped a couple years ago. Most of the evidence came from that vlog that No Jumper did.
Exactly, the one with Lil Twine.
Okay,
you feel me?
Yeah,
that's exactly how they just smashed on my hood and hit my little homies. That No Jumper shit. That's why I told you. I said, see, he crept through at a time in the morning and at a time where it wasn't the cats like myself around. It wasn't no OGs who make a difference or nigga who got some say so. Because I'd have shut it down, nigga. My little homies would have been crying and bitching. Oh, big homie, I wouldn't give a fuck. Get this motherfucker up out of here, man. And ain't now one of you niggas getting $1 and a dime off the video. Get this bitch ass motherfucker up out of here, man. And you revealing our information. You revealing real shit from the Nixon Garden. And you revealing it to the public. It's already bad enough, you know, our shit been wide open, you know, to hip hop world and it's been wide open. Now you're gonna really just go so as deep as to just giving up all the sacred goods of our hood to where the Nixon ain't even Nixon no more, bro. When a nigga hollered the Nixon Garden no more, nigga, it used to be a time niggas say Nixon Garden, it was fear factor, nigga. Niggas be like, oh shit, nigga, I ain't going over there. I'm not going down Imperial. I'm not going down Central, let alone Compton Avenue, nigga. Is you crazy? Now it's like a safe haven. It's like a tourist attraction for motherfuckers. See, we didn't build that. See, I ain't come from that world right there. I come from the world, and nigga, you wasn't coming to them projects if you wasn't from the projects. You wasn't coming to them motherfuckers if you didn't have a relative that was a real reputable. I ain't talking about your relative, he from the Nixon. It didn't matter, nigga. That nigga wasn't a reputable. You wasn't coming to them motherfuckers, nigga.
Oh look, Cal. Well, so what? So, hold on. So what if a nigga grandma stay there?
I wouldn't give a shit if Grammy stay there. You better listen. Oh, you mean if your grandmother stayed there and you wasn't from the projects?
Yeah.
Oh, then in that case, as long as you wasn't no banger and you wasn't no enemy from the other side somewhere,
yeah.
Oh, you can slide in and see your granny.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You neutral. You neutral to us.
Okay.
But you gonna get there, so get that ass hit up, blood. Where you from, homie? Hey, say, Nick, come here, homie. Where you from? Oh, I'm going to see my grandma. Miss Green, your grandmother? Okay, homie. Because we all love Miss Green. We all know Miss Green. She lives in the one bedroom. We all know Miss Green. That's Granny of the projects. We know her. And that ain't none of our grandmother biologically, but it's our eternal grandmother as far as the hood, because we had a lot of grandmothers and aunties and pawpaws like that in our hood when our hood was unified as pro-black. So that's how we grew up, bro. So I don't know nothing about this new shit. That's why I can't get in down with this new shit, bro. Ain't no rules. I come from rules, standards, principles, morals, values. You feel me?
Yeah.
On that note, man, listen, man. You've been slapped upside the head, man, by R.O.E 2023, man. You know what to do, man. Split Media TV, man. HTX Chronicle News, man. Watch Satellite News, man. We're in the building, man. I'm your host, man. Bunny Hunter BJ, CEO Nino Cappucino, the brand, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Every Wednesday, homie. I'm knocking it down right now. I got 9 more weeks left, man, at USC, man. I'm on USC campus, man. You feel me? I'm on USC, man. I'm going in. I'm going ham, man, and I love it, man. On that note, man, listen, man, it's never too late, homie. It's never too late to revamp yourself, re-educate yourself, you know what I mean? Rebuild this mind right here, man. Restructure your characteristics, man, to better yourself, homie. On that note, man, to all my youngers out there, man, y'all be safe, man, and listen. Stay off this freaking internet with the bullshit if you ain't planning on going to jail or getting indicted.